Hey everybody, this is Arturo, and this is a new video from my project, Jasón Contra Gigantes. In the last few weeks I've had kind of like, I hit a bump in the road in regards to this project. I was talking with my wife a few nights ago. It was almost like a month ago, and I was talking about how obviously I've been working on this project for many years now, for over 3 years, and you always hope for the best for all these things that we take upon, projects, personal ideas, stories that we want to tell. And we were talking about it and how I want this project to have an impact, to be of benefit to myself and to others. And so my wife asked me what is it that keeps me from the addiction that this whole project and the whole ordeal frees me from? Because like I mentioned before, I developed this project in response to the battle with addiction that I was fighting for many years. It was an addiction to pornography, and thanks to a course I took called Libres en Cristo, Free in Christ, I channeled, or I started to create things rather than indulge in the addiction. And one of the reasons that I've stayed away from the addiction was that I don't want to endanger my relationship with my wife and have this addiction end our marriage, and that would affect my relationship with my kids. And so we were talking, and she asked me what the main reason was, and I told her what I just shared, and she's like, does it ever occur to you, do you ever consider that you're breaking God's heart if you were to sin, if you were to relapse or fall back into the addiction? And I had to be honest and say that thought really didn't cross my mind, like, at all. At any point, I was more focused on the immediate consequences of a relapse, or of giving into any particular desire or something like that. Because even though I haven't seen explicit pornography or things like that, lustful thoughts or lustful desires would tend to tempt me from time to time, and I'm like, I thought I was over all this. But yeah, you discover that you're not really free from temptation. I mean, even the Bible tells you to flee from sexual immorality and flee from when we are tempted by all these things. We have a choice. That's one thing I keep reminding myself. I always have a choice to either indulge, to give in, to think that I'm in control, to say, yeah, I'm fine, yeah, this thought doesn't really cross my mind. But it has from time to time, but I just don't give in, I don't like to watch TV shows that have a lot of explicit sexual scenes or anything like that. I try to stay clear from those. But it was a serious problem, and it really demotivated me when I came to the realization that, as I've been learning more and more about this, that I was going through what people call worldly sorrow. I was more interested in the immediate consequence, in the immediate negative result, than in thinking that I'm betraying God with the sin, or with my thoughts, and my actions. And that's what they call godly sorrow. That's what really keeps you free. That's what is the most important thing. Because as my wife explained, or as she told me when we were talking about this, she said, your relationship to me is very limited, because even when we pass away, that'll be that, and we're together till death do us part, and I'm with God for eternity, so my relationship with God is the most important thing, rather than focusing on I don't want to end my marriage. I have to focus on, I don't want to lose intimacy with God, because what I've learned is I have to have more of the fear of the Lord in my life. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, according to Proverbs. And I'm learning more and more about this. I keep reading my Bible in the mornings, and I try to highlight every time that they mention the fear of the Lord, the spirit of the fear of the Lord, because it makes it more realistic. It makes it like the consequences are real, because the benefits are real as well. You have to, if you have an intimate relationship with God, you can have discernment and revelation, and God can show you his plans, or give you hints, or lead you down the path that he has for you. I mean, that's at least what I'm aiming for. That's what I'm hoping for, to have that deeper relationship, to have that connection, because otherwise it's pointless. And like I said, it broke my heart to hear everything, and to be sincere about my intentions and my directions, because a lot of that was guiding my project of Jasón Contra Gigantes. It felt like I climbed a wall. I put a ladder up against the wall, and I climbed that ladder for 3 years, and then when I got to the top, I realized that it was on the wrong wall. It really brought me down. I thought, what was the point of all this? It made me forget all the positive things that have come from this particular project. Yes, a lot of artwork and a lot of creative juices have been flowing, and everything that's been great. But another more tangible thing, is that after I took my rehabilitation course, I started a small group with my brothers, that more and more people have joined. Not a lot, but it's mostly 5 or 6 of us in the group. And that's been going on for over 4 years, or almost 4 years, like in October. And a lot of good things have come from that group, So if there are positive things that have come from the battle with the addiction, the life changes that have been made. And obviously it's a dream that this particular project can be of help to somebody, a lot of somebody's, ideally, somebody that's been going through this, because I think that we can use all that sexual desire and all that, all those, our creativity can be used for good, That's my goal. And if it can be of financial benefit for my family and for me, then that'd be great. But I have high hopes and high dreams for this project. I see it as a animated anthology or a live action film, whatever comes first. I'm more of a movie guy myself, but I'm still creating. I'm still working on it. I'm still pulling through because I believe that God can redeem this project and give me the revelation, give me the divine connections, and send the people my way to help bring this project to life and produce something that is going to be a blessing to many people. You know? That's the main goal. That's what I'm trusting God. You know, I know that He can do it. I know that He's done greater things than that, and He can do even more than I can imagine. And I'm holding on to that. I'm holding on to that. And it's exciting. It's exciting. Subscribe to the channel if you're interested in more videos like the one I just shared. Click on the links to check out the other videos like this. Like the video, please, if you like it, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Stay tuned for more. Okay? Bye-bye.